Joining us now, El Paso, Texas Councilwoman Claudia Rodriguez. Councilwoman, thank you so much for joining us tonight. It's great to have you on. Your reaction to that report?
Hi, Liz. Thank you for having me. You know, for me, it's just outrageous that this is happening. We've been dealing with this situation. It really started to rise in numbers here in El Paso back in May, and then we hit a really huge spike in August and October. And so this is Eagle Pass. This is south of El Paso, maybe like 300-400 miles away, but we're still getting a lot of the same influx of migrants here in El Paso.
Yeah, you know, when you count the gotaways, it's moving on to the size of Kansas caught trying to cross. Can you talk to us about the mayor of El Paso denying that the White House pressured him to not declare an emergency in El Paso before the midterms? We've got him on camera saying, yes, the White House did ask him to do that. But, Councilwoman, let's listen to this sound. Watch this.
Did the White House ask you not to declare a state of emergency?
Absolutely not. I had a conversation this morning or yesterday with the chief of the U.S. Border Patrol, Chief Ortiz, and he does not support declaring a state of emergency at this point. And the White House has asked at this point for us not to do that.
What do you think, Councilwoman?
I mean, I was there. I was the one challenging him. As you all know, according to New York Post, what I told them is that I actually had a phone call with the mayor, and I kept urging him. I put it out many times, Mayor, please declare a disaster declaration. He would refuse to do so. On September 10th, I believe, is when I had the phone call with him, and he said, no, absolutely not. And then a couple of weeks later, he said it out in open, and I was just kind of shocked, and I was like, oh my gosh, he just literally said to the entire world that no, that the White House asked him not to do it. For me, that's very concerning, right? Because as representatives of El Paso, Texas, we represent our community, and for us to put other politics in front or ahead of them is absolutely unacceptable. The community is outraged at the fact that the mayor lied to the entire city of El Paso, that we were urging him to do something more for El Paso, and it wasn't happening because, you know, promises were being made to other governmental entities.
So, Councilwoman, did the El Paso mayor say the White House pressured him to do that because announcing an emergency would be embarrassing for Democrats in the midterms?
I mean, I'm not sure as to how far he went to say that, but I think it could be implied.
Why do you think it could be implied?
You know, to see that influx that we had and just being told we're working with the White House, you know, in my opinion, if the White House wanted to work with us, they should have came down to El Paso and they should have set up shop themselves and not had us deal with this entire situation. This is above our pay grade, and we should have never gotten ourselves involved with that situation.
How does it make you feel that the president has never been to the border ever since he's been in the, you know, in D.C. since the Nixon administration?
Again, you know, that's something that is above my pay grade. I represent the people of El Paso. You know, anybody that wants to come to our city and see the situation and help us either logistically, financially, however they want to help us, you know, I welcome them. I think that our Vice President Kamala Harris did come down, but it was during a time that we weren't having these types of issues, and she has not been down ever since. I would say that, again, if President Joe Biden wants to come down here, I think he should. This is El Paso is still, even though we are in Texas, El Paso is still part of the country. We're his constituents.
Yeah, he's president of you guys. And getting, you know, an emergency declaration would get more federal funds for your city. We understand the issue. Councilwoman Rodriguez, thank you so much for joining us tonight. It's good to have you on. We'll try to have you back on again soon. Have a good weekend.